Okay, there we go. Some technical issues on my end. How's it going, everyone? Late night, late night stream. It's been how long since I streamed last? That's actually a very good question. Last time I streamed was September 17th. A month. It's been a month. It's been a month since the last stream, and today we were kind of sort of doing the same thing, at least something extremely similar. Last time around we returned sort of to the old Inator season SMP season 2 world, which among itself was very interesting. We didn't just go, we went around the world, we looked at everything that we did, and then we also did some building that we on a build that we never got a chance to finish. Which so today we're doing something very similar to that. Now this world's nowhere near as big as that one, so this stream is probably not going to be nowhere near as long as the last one, which I'm looking at. It was an hour and 20 minutes. I am almost 100% positive we are not going to go that long. I'm almost certain that this ain't gonna be that long. No, this world was last used. When did we actually kind of just? When did we end this season? And just so I can give you guys kind of an idea as to how long ago this happened. This might take a while. That was not. Was it technically the final episode? Oh, okay, there we go. Final episode of Aircraft SMP Season 1 was released on July 29th, 2023. So it's 2024, so over a year ago was this series, and that world was used. So we are going to go back to it tonight. I'm going just because I'm having a bit of a streak right now that I'm I kind of want to look at old builds, and I'm with this being with us going into the 10th year of us doing Minecraft content and projects, I feel like this is a good way to show off what we've done in the past, and do know there's two more that would be two more worlds that we have that we can do. One of them's nowhere near done. I've tried finishing it. I can't. So it is never gonna be finished. So yeah, that one, I guess when we do that one, we could just build the entire night, but probably won't do that because I'd go insane. You guys would probably also go insane. And my computer would probably, if it had a hand, it would probably smack me. That's probably one of the weirdest lines I've ever said on camera. So yippee! And so, well, if the cat's not out of the bag, there's this. Then the world we're going into tonight, we've already gone into SMP Season 2. We're kind of doing these out of order. Then we have an Aircraft Season 2. I don't have an Aircraft Season 1's world anymore, annoyingly. Then, well, also, that one's not extremely annoying as, well, it's so old. There's so little, like, we actually didn't build that much in it, other than the treehouse and everything surrounding it. We didn't really do much else, except for the mining building, the really weird looking building that we did very close to the end of the season. That was weird. But that series, admittedly, is our longest lasting. That series was also pretty much our first. It's not entirely our first, but it was technically our first, like, full-on series that we, like, properly wanted to do. Let me look it up. I don't think we have a playlist of this. I would not recommend going to watch it no matter what, being that it's so old, which means the quality not that great. Nope, we do not have a playlist for it. Bye. Yeah, down the rabbit hole we go. So all oh, that did not work. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this series started in well, okay, so it started in May 4th of 2016. That's when in Aircraft Season 1 started. You know, might as well go through some background on this as before we begin. Then it ended with the final episode of that series being released August 2nd, 2020. Okay! Yeah, I was waiting for a ridiculous amount of time. Wow! And I'm not gonna lie, it didn't have that many episodes, so... And it went all the way to 2020? Jeez. No, wow. It literally had 2 episodes released on the exact same day. Yeah, that's not weird. That's not strange at all. That's not like us. That's not like us whatsoever. Not anymore. Yeah, we also kept them at like a range of 30, except for one, which I'm looking at right now, reached 55. Oh, 1 broken hour. 3 in a row. Oh, 4 in a row. Oh boy. Yeah, we're okay. So we're not entirely good on keeping track to times, are we? No, not at all. So okay, yeah, that's we're not gonna talk about this. So okay. Then we went to season 2. Then season 2 ended. Soft ended. I was like, stop doing things on it. Went back to Inator Village for a little bit. Then we went. Then was it like that? Yeah, actually, I think it was. We trying to bring back in season 3, but then we just went fully to. Wow. The last couple of years have been really, really screwy, haven't they? Oh, that's very interesting. So we went from in Aircraft season 1, then we went to Aircraft season 2. Then just before we even got into the world, I'm just going through the timeline of Minecraft of the big series that we've done. Oh boy! So man, that's weird. So it went from season 1 to season 2. Then I took a break from it and went to Village for a while. Then after that, it went to, I do believe, SMP season 1. Then it went to SMP season 2, which lasted very shortly, and then it went to Hyrule season 1. And that brings us to now. So yeah. Let me fire this up now. I'm not gonna lie, I've been in this world a couple times since it was shut down. Well, taken off the realm that it was on. I'm in the world now. I'm just trying to get bearings as to where the heck I am. Yeah. Da 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 da. Okay. This way. I think. Ha ha! Found my way back. Okay. Okay, now let's start this properly. Send it to here. It should work in theory. Hold on. There we go. Yep. We're back in the old world. This is the crazy world of an aircraft an aircraft SMP first season. This was Spawn. We didn't really go that big with Spawn. If you guys don't remember this world all that much, we didn't go that big. It literally is a stone platform. Also, this SMP had 2 people, so we didn't really need much. Season 2 ended up getting to 4. That many. And then yeah, I'm not even gonna try and do a count now. But yeah. So yeah, so this entire island was deemed Spawn, and so yeah, we didn't really get around to doing much here. This was gonna be like a game area and shop area, which that's what that is. But we never really got around to like properly getting this area done. And no, that's not my base, but I did stuff to it. I pranked it and it's still there. We never got rid of it. I don't have Zoom. I don't have Zoom. So Yeah, we'll get there in a little bit. But yeah, this was the entirety of Spawn. The big thing, the kind of like the thing that was big for this season was challenges. The two of us that were here, we got a main challenge out of these droppers when we first got in, and we could switch those challenges with this thing right here. Which mostly because being that the two of us that got the two of us did not like the challenges that we got, so we wanted to switch them. So then came this thing, which did not work. As per most contraptions that I'm in charge of making, they don't usually work. That did not work. The boat didn't work as intended. It had to do some last minute adjusting. And, yeah, and that's why I don't touch redstone that often. But yeah, down here was my side of Spawn. Being that there was only two of us, and this season was only meant to have the two of us. If you don't remember if you don't know who I'm referring to I, who has been my partner in crime for a very, very long amount of time. But this season we had challenges, and as what this is called the was supposed to be called the bounty board, but we never really implemented it. And the thing was, you do a certain challenge in a week or month, as this says. And once completed, you'd get a special reward, which I know we I actually do know that we completed some. We did not complete many, but yeah. Much like the second season, in a way, we also had the little wooden that thing right there, dotted all throughout this island, and we had the job of switching them and like properly building them. Being that if we come over here, it's I think somewhat destroyed, and getting these done. This one was not destroyed. Okay, they weren't destroyed. Okay, must have been a different one that I was thinking about. But constructing these also gave us things. So that's why you see the tower, bunch of towers that are constructed. They were group projects by the two of us, and yeah, the two of us did all of them. Well, we didn't do correction. I think missed out on doing 3. I think there's that one. There's that one right there, and then I think there's one at the far end over there. I think, according to the smoke coming up, pretty certain. So, yeah. Like I said, there's not much in this world. So, yeah. Even though we spent a decent amount, of time here, actually. But this season had a very, very unique rule to it. Let me just switch to this quickly as I look up some things. This season had a rule that sort of not. We couldn't AFK at farms. That was a rule we set. Even though it wasn't really something we really meant to set, but the way the world was hosted, we kind of had no choice. So you couldn't AFK even if you really badly wanted to. So that kind of made creeper farms impossible. So we oh, there wasn't oh. Okay, so there wasn't an aircraft playlist. 24 episodes. Yeah. Why is this private? Huh. I'm just I'm just looking through things now. What? Huh? Okay. I don't actually have. Okay, now that is weird. I did not make a playlist for this. Huh. Well, how many episodes did we have of this? Uh, 18, I think. Yeah, 18. We had 18 episodes of season 1. Oh, that took some finding. That took some finding. But yeah. So 18 episodes, and I think you can get why we didn't do all that much. But yeah. I will say some designs from this world and build styles will make an appearance in High Worlds probably this season 2. I just need to figure out how to adapt them pretty much. And just well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's start over here. This, for certain, actually is coming back. I'm just working on designing it better. This was a game that I made as a challenge I got was to make 3 games, I think. I could go look through the videos, but I don't think that would be much fun. But I'm pretty certain that's something I got. Build 3 mini games. I think that was also the challenge that I ended up dumping. Being that what? It's me. Yeah, really think I be able to figure out how to build 3? Probably not. So I built 1, and then essentially called it quits. But yeah, essentially this was Spleef, but a version without any mechanics pretty much whatsoever. You just walk on them. Which, yes, I'm bringing this back. It would probably be more use than the game I built in season 1. But, yeah. Then going this way, not much is beyond here. I was like, there's another one over here. Man, that smoke's going high. Jeez. So, not much beyond the spleef thing, other than the tower that's meant to look like a clock tower. As we did a like trial season, we didn't even record it. We just did it to just for fun. And this was a miniaturized version of what I built during that time. And yeah. I like using copper quite a lot. I think you could probably tell. But yeah. So going this way, there's definitely more things, and someone's probably gonna ask the question, why this? Why this here? There's a very good explanation for that. It was not to get down to the mine. Before anyone even tries to just quickly guess that. This was to save a wandering trader. Yep, you heard me. A wandering trader, along with 2 llamas, spawned. I'm going to say they spawned. Right here, there used to be a block, I think, here, and you couldn't get out. I was building that. I was like, it's getting so annoying just watching him struggle. So I came over here and built this and saved him. And I'm pretty certain he just went and did it again. So that time, I'm pretty certain I just killed him. Yeah, we don't talk about that. You will never see me do something like that ever again. But this was meant to be a shop. It never got used. It was meant to be pretty much a trading. Yeah, it was a trading company. Yeah, this was my mob protection. It's also protection against me. Oh, that's actually really funny. Okay, but yeah, this I spent about 2 days on, like getting designed and stuff, and I never used it. Will I ever use this design? Honestly, I don't know. But in that, well, probably the only reason I would is if I end up deciding to sell something on High Worlds that requires a shop looking like this. But currently for Season 2, the permits that I have, that ain't happening. So, yeah, this also gave way to the portal for the island and allows me to get out back to my base extremely easy without swimming. But then we come over here, and of course, yep, knowing the 2 of us, we left a 4th thing of iron. Yep, that sounds about right. But yeah, we built. This was either the first one. This was either the first or second tower we built. I'm wanting to say it was the second, and we wanted to do something floating. So we made it floating, and then we made this relatively simple parkour to get up to it. And well, then we made it white. A big white tower that much like that one resembles my base from the trial run world, which I could go into. I probably have the world somewhere. I just have absolutely no idea. This is the same. This was the other person's. The other member. This was what her base was. When this was based off of it. And yeah, very it's very I would probably never build something like this again. I like the top design, but I don't like how plain it is at the bottom. But yeah. But oh jeez. And then we come over here. What the cave? This one, this design might look familiar as this season we kind of went with the two of us always set like a theme for us, and this season we kind of wanted to go somewhat cartoony for this area. Yes, I know some of these not entirely cartoony, but this was the first tower we actually built, and this is where the cartoony idea like came from. That her base, the other member's base. Mine doesn't look cartoony at all. Looks like snow. But yeah, if you get vibes of a certain movie, yeah, yep, that was the inspiration for it. And yeah, this I think took out of all the towers, I think this one took by far the longest to do. I wouldn't be able to tell you. The two of us never timed each other when we timed us ourselves when we built them. But I did have the camera account, but it's so long ago. The footage has been long since deleted. So they're not really possible to find. But yeah. Why the heck is there a gesture? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Of course. Yep. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. The way we just leave random chests with stuff in it. Yep. Makes sense. And now, I'm not gonna touch much on I's base, as well. Just don't entirely see much of a point. But this was her base. She went very cartoony, and that's what led to this island going in the cartoony route. But we never ended up being able to do that properly, as we just we pulled the plug and went to season 2 on a stronger and better server. I push. And yeah, so I know this is a bit of a mess. And I was nowhere near here. I never based. I never wanted to really be on this side or anywhere near spawn. So I never really helped. Well, I helped a little bit. I did the terraforming, and the two of us both did built this bridge, which that I think that took about an hour. Either 1 or 2 hours it took. But yeah, this was, I think, my doing. The weirdest thing is this was ice base. And I feel like I did more. I feel like more things in the way of pranks and just builds in general around the area of this. I did pretty much all the territory here. I myself did most of the terraforming around here. And it was before I was good at terraforming, so it's my usual thing of going staircase. And then I did this. Yep, I did that. I'm the one that's responsible for this giant pile of snow. This was a prank. This was a prank, and we liked it. She liked it so much that we just left it. If you could take a guess, I did this around the holidays. When usually I just gun it with the Christmas countdowns. I spent 2 days that I knew she was gonna be off, and I built this. I can't remember if I ever got her reaction to it, but it was this was the most amount of work I think I've ever actually put into for just a prank. Now, that's back of my head. Now I will say there's a high chance that will change relatively soon. I have some pranks brewing for High Worlds. I just have not done them yet. But this also kind of made her base look somewhat better, as this was all that was built. Then I built this. Now you can't really tell there was a stone box underneath. But yeah, there was this snow pile, these two trees, this lightning. Yeah, she did a lot of cartoony things, and her portal is right there. And yeah, so we did a decent amount over here, but now it's time to see my area. Now, technically, actually, I have two areas, so let's actually go to the... Oh, it's that. Never mind. Now, this... I kept teasing to her that this was that I was doing a prank, but it actually wasn't a prank. I can't believe I actually almost didn't touch on this. We also did that. I'm almost positive I was the one that put the hat on. I am almost positive I'm the one that put the hat on. I honestly, I can't remember. I know that was not recorded, but this was recorded. This I kept very hidden until I was doing it, and it took me... How long did this take? It took about... I'm gonna say 2 weeks to build. Being that when I was building it the first time, yeah, it was 2 weeks. When I was building this, when I started building this, I was doing perfectly fine. And the time lapse is, in my view, still one of like the biggest transformation time lapses I think I've ever done. But I think between everything I was doing and all the work I was doing behind the scenes and all that, when it came to doing this, about midway through, I almost passed out. And then I actually did pass out. So, yeah, and not in a good way. So, yeah, so I pushed myself a wee bit too hard, and kind of pushed me to my breaking point a little bit. So I left it behind. I told her not to come on. But she did. I don't think she was planning on anyways, being that she was out of town for a little bit of the time anyways. But this was meant to be like a bit of a birthday thing for her, but because of all that happened, I was not able to get it done for that. So oops. I'm a lot better at timing things now. Well, okay, I can't really say that. I'm still not the best at timing things. I'm getting better. I'm still not great. Yeah. Now let's touch on my two builds, my two areas that I built in this season, and actually, I'll touch on the starter base first. No, technically, I was supposed to have two mega bases in this season, but we never got. This season didn't last long enough for me to build the other one, so I technically only did one. I never technically finished it. That video is still technically on file. It's still not. I still have all the clips from that final episode that was supposed to be filmed. I just have never edited it. I have never finished it. And honestly, if I ever do, you guys will know. And then I'll release it on probably extras. I will probably never release it on here. So, yeah. If you want to know where extra is, it's there is a link in the description that will take you there. This, though, is our nether hub. I'm the one that is responsible for it. It's horrible. I'm aware of that. This is to, this way to end portal, another fortress, and, that's I's base. This is to my, mega base. I said, I'm just gonna keep calling it Mega Base. It wasn't technically meant to be the Mega Base. It was just meant to be village area. Then it turned it into a Mega Base. But, yeah. This is where our failed project was. So actually, let's go out. Yeah. So our I's challenge was to build the entirety of Radiator Springs in Minecraft. So we attempted to do that, and then I think we both kind of just gave up. I helped quite a lot. Being that I pretty much also knew that if it was just one person, it was probably never gonna get done. But even with the two of us, it never got done. So, you know what? I don't know why I'm just hopping. I can lie. So, there's purple. Ah! There we go. Okay. There. Here. Yep. We did a lot. We never got a chance to get this properly done. And I also think the layout was a bit wrong and stuff. So, it's got abandoned. I'm not going to touch on it that much. And, well, go back to the other area. Yay! And I can show you my base! Which is, in my view, one of the weirdest bases I've ever done. But also, in my view, it's one of the best bases I've ever, like, I stuck to the theme of weirdness. And, you are about to see it. Well, not actually. Not fully. My portal's on a boat. See? I'm on a boat! That's my base, right there. No, once again, this never got finished. This is the world of unfinished projects. Yeah. It never got finished. There was meant to be a lighthouse, right here, along with a dry dock right here. Never got around to doing that, and probably never will, being that those are big things to do. But I don't think it was boat. No boat. Oh wow! Would you look in there? A boat appeared. Hey! Would you look in there? We're rowing a boat. But yeah, this was my base. This is where I called home for the entirety of this season. Let's start on this part. This is the most normal looking part, being that it has nothing built on it. And yeah, this was literally meant to be like a fisher's area and have like a big lighthouse and stuff. I never got around to doing it, and yeah, I kind of regret that. And this took a ridiculous amount of time to do, and it got, well, left. I think it's still one of the longest time lapses I've ever done. Well, it was probably going to stay one of the longest time lapses until last season, where some of them almost literally broke my editing software. So, yeah. Then comes the actual main part of the base, and this is where things take the turn to the weird side. This is the weirdest things I've ever probably built. I'm not gonna lie, these things are strange. This was my fisherman hut. Fisherman hut. Yep, you heard me. This was where I fished from. Unconventional docks. That is my strong suit. And if I have the opportunity to do it again, I will. I love making unconventional docks. What will be the next type of dock I built? I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, unconventional dock. Floating. Only being supported by 3 pillars. I was still like getting into like texturing and stuff, so this stuff not entirely the best looking, but I'm still not the best at texturing. I'm getting better though. But this was the only farm I actually made this season. It never really worked. Okay, never mind. It actually worked decently well, but it didn't entirely work, as you could only go AFK for an hour and then the world would kick you. So I couldn't really go long term with this, so I just, well, left it. And the thing is, with how many builds I did around here, like during that time lapse, Cam was like right above here, and it didn't do nothing. Honestly, I don't understand redstone. I never probably will, even though I think this, I think it's relatively good back here. But honestly, I would not know. I think this is like it just worked. But I think this is like the simplest design I could have probably done. But originally, oh, I think I might know what. I really messed this up. But originally, the idea was it would go here and here, but I scrapped that because I didn't know what I was doing. So then we have the actual base. Yes, I know this is not actually the base. That is. This was my home, and this was a little hut that I built. But yeah, this was my home. I know, it doesn't look like much, And you might be thinking, oh, that's a really small home for you. Nah. To be honest, yes. Very small home for me. But this was my home. This was the actual starter base, and I'm not entirely certain as to how, but this will make an appearance in this current season of High Worlds. I just have no idea as to when or how. So, yeah. So, yeah. This was my storage. I never sorted it. As per most of my things, it's just random assortment, and I just dump it all. I tried sorting it all, but yeah, I just most of the time with me, whenever I decide to sort things, it's way too late, and it's like, why are you even bothering in sorting it? Then we built this giant tower, which also has a doorbell. But this tower was, I think it's either the second or third thing that third thing. This was second. No. This was first. This was second. That was third. I accomplished all. That is the most annoying thing ever. Okay, we get it. Okay, so yeah, this admittedly was weird. This was a weird base. Originally there was not actually a way out. There was a way in, but there was not a way out. Being that you could fly other than in creative. So what I opted to do was make a 2-block hole out of this wall until I built the entirety of this. So there was a 2-block hole coming through all this, and that was how I got out. Yep. And then I built this, and this became the exit and entrance most of the time. Being that actually no, most I think it just stayed the exit. I feel like my mind is failing me tonight. I think it was just exit. Being that I used that the powder and the powder quite a lot. But yeah. So let us go to the big base now. Well, what is technically the big base, but it's pretty much just an empty shell, pretty much. That took a ridiculous amount of time to do. I missed. Usually I like park the boat right in front of the lattice. I don't know what is up with me tonight. I don't know if you can tell. It's late. It's quite late for me to be streaming. This is, I think, the latest I've probably ever streamed. Probably ever will. But this way. This doesn't go all that far, I don't think. At least, I don't think it does. I'm about to find it. Oh, no, yeah, it doesn't go that far. No, if I remember what the heck? What the? Okay. Oh, yeah. There was something else over here. Let's actually go over here quickly. I'm not sure if this ever got shown on camera. Well, one time when I was away, I was bored. I didn't have this count. I only had pigeon. So what did I do? Not continue my base. I came out here. And I built a new base. I titled this the Broken King. I titled this base the Broken Kingdom. As well, that's a bit of the reason. But I only ever built 2 things here, and I abandoned it completely. But yeah, and you will probably never see me do something like that ever again. But now let's go see the big base, and that will probably be where we end it all off. As we've actually knocked this out of the water. We've broken an hour. And yep. This is the mega base. Woo! This was a village. Let us this was what I built essentially as my big base of this season. Now, if you can't take any ideas as to what this is, Minecraft Legends came out whilst this season was happening. So I saw the temple. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. So then I built the temple. Now, I wasn't an idiot, and I didn't build it all at once. That would have been dumb. So what I did, I built it in layers. I think, this layer and this layer together, then this layer and this layer together, and then these 2 layers plus all this together. And this took... I don't even know how long this actually took. It's not done. As I never got the interior fully done. I started working on it. Like, I did the ceiling, and then I started working on getting the floor, the ground excavated, and then I was like, this is way too freaking much work, and then the season ended. So, yeah. But yeah, this is essentially what my mega base was this season, and yeah, will I ever do something like this again? Honestly, I don't know. It was a pain, and the 4 portals out up here result in a lot of piglins. And honestly, I looked into it so many times as to how to fix that, and I never figured out a way to fix it. It also got to the point that one time I came out of the portal after building it to go back to the starter base, and this entire area was full. But, so yeah. With that, I am actually thinking that is gonna be I don't actually even have. I never actually turned on game. Well, I think I did turn it on, but then I turned it on. Anyway, I keep forgetting to. I constantly forget to do that. But with that, guys, why am I doing it that way? With that, late night stream, always fun. It's late. It's really late now. Usually this is about the time I'm on High Worlds, but today I decided to be here. So, yay! But yeah, with that, thank you guys so very much for well, watching, tuning in. If you're watching the replay of this, thanks. This was what I was up to for a very long amount of time, it would seem. But actually wasn't that long. But yeah. Next rewind stream where we will turn back the clock. That's gonna be probably the longest stream ever. I actually mean that. Like, I'm gonna just say it now. As there's a high chance that happens around the channel anniversary at the end of November, so over a month away. But I think there's a certain world that needs a proper send off, except for what we did at the end of August. But so in my view, we need to send it off properly. So the next rewind stream, as we celebrate 12 years of making content, will be the world tour of the Inator Village world. That is going to be a very long stream. The longest stream we currently have on record is 4 hours, and I think it's 4 hours. A modern stream. And that was the ending of High World Season 1. I am almost 100% positive that the Inator World's ending stream is going to top that. I am almost 100% certain that that's going to top it. I'm almost certain. I hope you all will watch that when that happens, as that's going to be that is going to be pain on my end, being that world holds so much. It holds a lot of memories, and I can't wait to do that stream. But that one's next. It probably won't happen directly on the 30th. Most likely will happen probably on the 29th. 30th, I'm planning on doing 2 streams. If we do the IV tour, I won't do anything else. Let's just get that out of the way. I won't do anything else. So, on 30th, 2 streams. 29th is most likely when the other stream will happen, and then I'm trying to plan something for the 28th also. But I haven't done anything yet. But honestly, if I come up with anything, best way to find out is community tab or the I would say either our Instagram or Twitter. That is the best way to keep up to date on our upcoming channel events. Yeah, obviously we also have the really annoying one coming up, which is the Christmas countdown. I'm not excited about that. 24 builds in 24 days. But with that, I'm gonna call it a stream for tonight. And yippee! I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. A little bit over a month. But oh god. Yeah. So with that, goodbye.